In this week's parasha it says, whenever the cloud lifted from the tent, the Israelites would set out accordingly. And at the spot where the cloud settled, the Israelites would encamp. They thus camped at Hashem's word and moved on at Hashem's word. When Bnei Israel were traveling in the desert, they would set up camp in a specific formation. And at the very center of the camp stood the Mishkan, the tabernacle, the portable sanctuary that housed the Shekhinah, the divine presence. Above the Mishkan hovered a cloud, signifying the Shekhinah. When the cloud lifted, that was the sign that it was time to move on, and when the cloud settled, it was a sign for them to encamp. The Ramban points out that the movement of the clouds were unpredictable. Sometimes the cloud pillars would signal them to move within a very short time, and sometimes it would remain in one spot for a very long time. Sometimes the cloud would bring them to a barren and desolate stretch of desert and stay there for a long time. And sometimes it would guide the people to a lovely spot, but uproot them in a matter of days. Other times they'd stop in a place for the night, unpack everything, and the cloud would move again the next morning. This was obviously exhausting for them. Why couldn't Hashem just give them a clear travel itinerary? It would have been so much easier if instead of unpacking, we just pulled out a toothbrush and cleansed a tone and moisturizer, if you're so inclined. Rav Chatzkel Levenstein explained something profound. The clouds weren't just guiding them physically, they were guiding them spiritually. Hashem was training Bnei Israel to internalize a deep truth. The only true good in life is doing the will of Hashem. If the clouds moved, even away from a beautiful place, that meant it was no longer good for them. And if they settled in a dry, rocky wasteland, that was exactly where they were supposed to be. The place didn't find the goodness. The alignment with Hashem's will did. And it's a powerful message for our own lives. How often do we think, if only I had a different job, a different apartment, a different challenge, a different whatever? But Rav Levenstein reminds us, if we are doing our best and sincerely seeking Hashem's will, then where we are right now is where we're meant to be. Now let's ask a second question. Why didn't Hashem just tell them how long they'd be in one place? Why couldn't we just unpack a toothbrush? Because this speaks to another struggle we face, the tendency to delay life. We think, when I finish school, when I get the job, when I get married, when I have the kids, when the kids grow up, when they leave home, then I'll live fully. But that then keeps moving. There's always another when. But the Torah is teaching us, don't live with your suitcase half unpacked. Live today. Use the moments you're in, even if they seem temporary or messy or uncertain. We need to use the times that we have right now. We must grasp them, elevate them, sanctify them. Hashem's GPS may not take the fastest or flattest road. It may surprise us with sudden turns, long pauses, or rocky detours, but it never makes a wrong turn. Good Shabbos.